And what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, excited to bring to you another Starfield creation kit tutorial video. This is tutorial number 13 coming at you. This one's all about ship weapons, shields, and reactors, and even more depending on the foundation I give you, so that you can just apply this to all the other modules available. But yes, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels. Everything does help out, and this is part of an entire tutorial series. So if you're getting into this series for your first time here and you want to learn how to mod for the very first time, then yes, definitely check out the beginning. It will teach you how to get set up, go over the basics, and so much more. Because yes, there's a lot to this creation kit, but let's get to it, shall we? Once again, I want to also add that I am not developing any 3D objects and importing it into the creation kit. I don't have that skill just yet, but I am modifying what's available in the kit to create something different, something new, and also just modifies already existing items. So that's what we're going to work with. And to get started, let's look over what we're using. So let's go over our data files. So I'm going to click on data here. We are using the starfield.esm. We are using the SFBGS006. This is the update that has all the empty habs in it. And I'm also using my tutorial file that I've been using this whole time, the asset master. And what we're going to do first is we're going to modify and create a brand new weapon. So let's get to it. Let's go to our filters. In our object window, I am going to look up the Vanguard Obliterator Autoprojector. So, but I'm just type in CO*SM, and I currently have everything set to all. And this should not give me, so maybe it's CO_SM. Now this will open up all the constructible ship parts available to you. So this is how if you wanted to see where everything's at, this is where everything's at. All of this. And what I want is going to be the asterisk Vanguard. Vanguard, if I spell Vanguard right, V-A-N-G-U-A-R-D. I want the Vanguard Obliterator Autoprojector, which they named as Vanguard Obliterator Auto, UC01. So I'm going to double click on this, and you will see this window pop up, and I'm going to make my modification to it. So this is this constructible object up there. I'm going to make it my own, or make a version of my own, so I'm not editing the original file. So jramosworks_ramtech_co weapon particle, and I'm call this one experimental Vanguard Obliterator Autoprojector. And for the recipe filters, I'm going to remove it from the weapons, and I'm actually going to put it in my category that I have set up, even though it might be weird. It's going to be Ramtech Habs. just going to put it there. Just going to put it there, Ramtech Habs. And under match conditions, so this condition here, like this says, hey, did this person finish the UC quest to get access to this part? And my answer to that is, you don't need to. You can get access to this part right away. Alright, so that's it for now. We're gonna modify this section when we have the object created. So I'm gonna hit OK. This should ask me to create a new form, and yes, I do. And there's my new form right there that we're working with. And now I'm gonna look up this part, SMA. So I'm just hit F2 just so I can highlight it, or just hit. Let me just copy this. I'll just copy that and hit escape. Go to my second object window, hit Control V in the filter, and it has everything that's related to it. Perfect. So this is the form, this is the weapon, and what we don't have is the pack-in. So let's go ahead and open up the form. So the base form here, we're going to create a new one. So it's going to be the jramosworks _ramtech_SMA weapon particle experimental Vanguard Obliterator Autoprojector. And for the name, the actual name that I want it to show up as would be Ramtech Experimental Vanguard Obliterator Autoprojector. Now you see all the properties that are involved for this weapon, and you also have the list of linked forms that are there. So this one, you see health of 1, so it adds a hull of 1, ship system damage weight weapon. I'm not sure exactly what that is because we have mass down here. So it's a mass of 1. It takes two weapon power to power it up. I want to make this 3. Crew rating, I want to make it 1 each. Weapon health, so it'll be complete damage with 42. So weapon health, so yeah, that's not whole base, but if you get hit, that certain weapon gets hit with a health of 42 and takes out 42, then it's down. Then of course you have the EM health. So that's if EM weapons attack this weapon, you have up to 42 hit points for that in the EMs. Not sure what this is. Ship system damage weight weapon? Huh, I don't know. Keywords. So once again, linked exterior, this is what it looks like. This is just saying the spaceship part linked power active value. That means it just takes power. If I double click on this, it's just showing a keyword. That's fine. And then you have the spaceship part linked weapon. So this goes back to the weapons menu that we had before. So I'm going to double click on this. It has this option here. I'm going to go ahead and hit edit because I can edit it directly and change the ID. So that's what I'm going to do. JRamos works underscore ramtech underscore SWA particle experimental Vanguard obliterated auto projector. Do the same thing here, even though this won't show up anywhere specifically, but at least it'll keep it organized. So we're editing in the general tab. What's cool about this part here is you have this keyword section and you understand what it works as. So it is both an energy weapon and a particle beam weapon, which is why this is the best ship weapon in the game. The bonuses from both energy weapon systems and particle beam weapon systems applies to this weapon. It's the only one where it does that. And you can get this weapon so early in the game. But now we're making some cool modifications to it. I'm going to add in a new one. Up here, I'm going to look up electromagnetic. So I want this one to be part of this weapon as well. So I'm going to have, it's going to put in some electromagnetic damage as well. Alright, so let's start from the top. Aim, not needed. Ammunition, if you want to change what the weapon looks like how it fires differently, you could do that here. So you could change this. I mean, you don't run out of ammo, so it's just telling you what it looks like. And you could do the override projectile thing as well if you want to test things out. Art, this is what it looks like when it hits something. Audio, of course, what it sounds like. Turret, this is not a turret. Charge, not needed here. Damage, so this one I'm going to modify because now I changed the power requirements from 2 to 3. That means you can put 4 of these on the ship. So I'm going to change this to something like 25. Critical multipliers for sure. This is damage to shield. So usually particle beam weapons, the base damage, that's the physical damage up or whole damage, right? Is it physical? It's just physical, right? So yeah, shield damage and the whole damage are the same. So I'm going to switch this to 25. And I'm also going to add in electromagnetic damage. Experimental, so 25. So there you go. Down here, damage range 750 to 3000. That's fine. I mean, you can't target anything until it reaches under 3000 anyway. And check it out, the outer range multiplier is already at 1, so it doesn't matter. There's it's not bringing your weapon capabilities down. So that's that. Firing, it's at burst at 1. So yeah, shots per second. All right, it's fine. Flags, general, you already did that. Melee, no. Mods, no. Power, reload, no. Ship weapon, no. Scripts, variable range. Wait, there's something, I did miss something. Wait, what did I miss? Power? It was power. So power determines your recharge rate. So I'm going to switch this up. I'm going to make this 0.5 recharge delay. So after you fire and you stop, how long does it take for it to recharge? But 0.5 recharge time, 1 second. Hey. So there you go. And that's everything you need here. ID set, perfect. So let's go ahead and hit OK in the bottom. And it's going to ask me to create a new form. Yes, indeedy. Now, the only one, once again, that you don't want to edit directly for the ID is going to be your packend. So this is linked to a packend file. So I'm going to double click here, and instead of editing it directly, so if it's yellow, don't edit the ID, because it will just rename the file, not create a new one. So that happened one time. I thought it created a new one. I started editing a bunch of things, and I realized, like, wait a second, I just edited a whole, like, the whole base, because it didn't create a new file. It just renamed it. So we're going to use a magnifying glass to look it up, and it's going to look up here in this object window. So give it some time. It's working. I'll move this to the side. Work. There it is. So there it is. Not that one. This one. So it gives it a different name too. So right click on this, hit duplicate and rename, hit OK, create a new one. Click on this, hit F2 on the keyboard. I'm going to start renaming it directly. JRamosWorks _ RamTech. I'm going to call it what it is. Particle ballistic. No, I don't understand that. Call it the experimental _ Vanguard _ obliterator. Here we go. Extend this open. Extend it more. Obliterator _ auto _ UC01. Alright, there it is. Are you sure this currently? Yeah, just renaming it. Boom. Perfect. Go back to the base form. Just hit OK. Create a new form. Yes. And then go back here to JRamosWorks * Vanguard. And we should have all the files related to the Vanguard stuff now. Oh, you need to go back to all. So back to all. And now we have it all set up. Perfection. So let's go back to that form. And let's start editing these guys, because we've created new ones. So let's double click here. It's now going to be the JRamosWorks Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector. And then the weapon. This should now be right here. No, that's not it. JRamosWorks first. JRamosWorks SWA Particle Experimental. Yes, that one. Hit OK just to save it, and then edit it again. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start editing our packet. Well, actually, let's save it first. Let's save it. I want to make a copy because I made some mistakes here before, and this is a great place because I'm trying to edit the weapon to give it a different look. So make a copy, make a backup, save it, and now let's go ahead and edit this packend. So I'm going to open up the form again. So that means this is one method to get to the packend. Double click here, hit the open form editor. Now we have our packend. All right, so we have this huge thing that just opened up. We're not going to do anything with this. The only thing we're going to do is edit in render window. So click on this, and then I'm going to close the packend. I'm going to close the base form, and then we have our Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector, which we are now going to edit. And to edit this, all I'm going to do is place in here brand new objects, kind of like external piece. I'm going to keep, yeah, so I'm not even going to touch this. I'm going to leave it as is. Well, I mean, you can edit it. I mean, I can remove it. I don't want to. I don't want to, because to make this merge work, I kind of stacked things on top of it, but this has a property where if I double click on it, I'll show you the property, and hit edit the base, it has the snap template here. It already has a snap template associated. For what I'm doing, I'm trying to create a packend within the packend by creating this external set of objects. It's not going to know which one to have that snap to. So what I'm trying to do is create a packend on top of this where this maintains the snapping point. So that's the only reason why I'm going to keep it there. All right, so let's have some fun. Let's go into our second object window and look up what I was looking for. So it's going to be a Devastator, and then another asterisk 1500. There it is. So I want this one of the icon. right? Not the form. That's the form right here. And you could see it here. It's a form type. That's basic form. This one is MSTT, movable static object, or something like that. Movable static. Double click on it. Let's see what it is. Movable static. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and bring it in. So when I drop it in, we have this. And that's super cool. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'll zoom out real quick. What I'm going to do is go to my Properties tab. So this is how I set up my my dock. So go to Properties. So zoom in. I have the 3D data. I want to switch this to be all zeros to match the origin point of the Vanguard. Hit return. 0, hit return. POS, hit return. POSZ, hit return. Cool. So that moved it to the exact origin point of the Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector. So notice that these weapons have the origin point on the bottom. That allows it to know that that is where the snapping point is. So next thing you notice that the Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector is sticking out just a little bit. So I'm going to take this, hit Control D to duplicate it, hold C to get my Y-axis going. I'm going to move it up, and I'm probably going to move it like right. I mean, I moved it here before. I kind of had this, but I mean, yeah, you're going to have that little glitchy look in it. And I think that's okay. That's okay, but if it's not okay for you, you can move it like all the way over here, where it's just like touching the tip, like only the tip. So I'm going to leave it there. All right. So I have these two pieces out. And for some pieces, like, I mean, that's fine, right? It's like, all right, it made something look bigger. Cool. I want it to look more awesome. So what I'm going to do is use other cells or other objects in the game to just make this, like, more awesome. That's it. We're just looking for more awesome here. Let's go back to Object Window 2. We're going to look up the, like, for what I did, I was looking up poles. So I did AK slums pole 1. And I didn't find anything. Did I misspell something? Yeah, I misspelled slums. So here, back to the filter. AK slums underscore slums pole 1. What? Is this all? This is all. Slums. We just do AK asterisk pole. What? Wait, what? Hold on. AK pole. How did that... How was that not found? Oh well. So this is what I want. Let's bring it in. Okay, bring it in. Then we have this big, huge pole. Let's go ahead and go full screen on it. Zoom out. So I got this big, huge pole. I'm going to rotate it to be like right there. Alright, so I want it right there. And note that the origin point is down here, because that's the bottom of it. So we need to create, what I'm going to do eventually is create a pack-in within this pack-in to make this all one object and have a single origin point, which should be under this piece right here. That's the goal. So I'm going to zoom out, go back to properties here. So I need to change this so where the X, right? So the X should be 0. Well, I mean, yeah. Let me just zoom out so you can see what's going on with the pole. 0. Not much. Z, I set it at 1.133. That's what I remember. Right? I was just trying to find the center of this pole and this weapon, the Devastator. And Y-axis, I think that's fine. Y-axis should be fine. So let me just actually just click on it. Hold C. So you see that the origin point is way over there. I'm guessing it could be like right there. And what I liked about this was like all this crazy texture right here. That's what I wanted to keep, because I wanted to make it look like, hey, this is experimental. It was kind of jerry-rigged together, and I think that's the whole concept that I had behind Ramtech. It's like you're trying to salvage a bunch of stuff and jerry-rig things together and make it better. That's the idea that I have with Ramtech. But yeah, so there it is. But of course, like, do I really want a stick in space? I don't know. Do you want a stick in space? No. So let's add some more objects to it. Other objects that I looked up is going to be the AK bridge cap. So I looked up cap. Let me zoom in this one. So AK bridge underscore. Oh no, just asterisk cap. Oh, it's right there. So there it is. AK bridge bolt cap. So let's go ahead and drag it in and just plop it in there. Right, leave it as is. And then I looked up something else. I looked up a pole. So it was AK asterisk pipe. So AK for Aquila pipe. It was this one, the AK GBK pipe A bracket. No, it wasn't that one. Pipe AL. Pipe AL. Gee, that was the one. Let's bring it in. Plop that down. So yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. So this is going to cover up the wood. And I also had another piece. The ship stool. Ship stool. Right there, base 01. So this is what I use. So this is interesting, right? It's like, why would you put a ship stool in space? But look at this. Look at how this works. Can you see it? Can you see it? So this is the base. That's where the chair sits. But I like this because I can turn it over. Right? I probably need to make it huge first. And this kind of like looks like, oops. Went too far of it. This kind of looks like a connection between this and the pole. So that's what I'm working with. So let's go ahead and put these together for a little bit. I obviously put these in like random spots. So let me actually change positions real quick. X, let's make this 0. Y, let's make this 20 for now. And Z, 1.3135 for all of them. Or 1.33. Okay, looks like 20 is way too far. Let's make it 10. Okay. So they're all 10. Hold on. Hold on a second. So the ship stool. It's the pole. Bolt cap. Let me make this bigger. There it is. There you are. All right. Hold X, rotate it. And then I'm bringing it back here. So that's what I want to do. I'll cover that up. Cover up a little bit. Yeah, we can go. Can we go? Yeah, sweet. Zoom out, see what it looks like. So I'm using this cap to kind of just cover things up. Right? Right? And then I use this right there. Let's go back to my properties. So this is going to be, X is going to be 0. 0, or I hit 9, 0. There we go. Y, leave it as is for now. Z, 1.133. That's what I found out to be. That's where I found out to be center. Scale. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So make it maybe 6. A little bit bigger. Maybe 6.5. And that's out of 10. Feels like I'm still missing a little bit. Hold on a second. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's find our pipe. Where did the pipe go? Alright. Clicked on pipe. Let's go ahead and make this bigger by 5. I see it. Let's take the Y position to 15. There it is. See, move it down a little bit. If he's hold it S, make it a little bit bigger. So I just want it to cover up the wood. So there's a little wood right there. Holding us and dragging. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so I still want all these details to be seen, but just cover up the wood. Yeah. Alright, one more piece. And what I do to accomplish this is I just open up a random... What is this? What is this anyway? Static. Yeah, static's fine. So I'm going to hit static. I'm going to call this the J Ramos Works. Let's zoom in. Yeah, because like what I want to do is use a model that's used for a mod for a weapon. And that only comes in when you modify a weapon, but it's not an object just yet. So I'm going to create a static object. So J Ramos Works. It's not a Ramtech piece, so let's just put drum beat. Is that what it's called? Drum beat? Underscore suppressor. Alright, and then for this, I'm going to look up the model for the suppressor. So, yeah, it's not going to be under furniture. Drum beat. Yeah, drum beat. So it's meshes, weapons, drum beat, and I want the, for this example, a suppressor. So you could use whatever you want, right? You could choose like, all right, I'm going to use instead for the end of the weapon, maybe it's a muzzle, maybe it's a compensator, and you can look up all the weapons or modifications of the weapons. Look up all those different type of models and say, all right, maybe this is what I want as the tip. All right, so hit OK, create a new form. Yes. I don't know why is this still open? Okay. Is it working? All right, that's what it was. It was just working. All right, so J Ramos Works, asterisk suppress, like sup. There's a suppressor. Let's go ahead and bring it in. And make it as big as you can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Push wrong buttons here. And then let's go to properties. Get it in its right position. So X is 0. Y, or Z is 1.133. There it is. Scale. Make it as big as you can. Tap on C. Drag it over. There it is. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's do a save. I'm going to make one more backup because I'm going to turn it into a pack-in, and sometimes I messed up. I mess up creating a pack-in for this. So I'm going to save it just in case. Save it and make a backup of this file. All right. Backup is made. Here we go. So to make the pack-in, all I did was select all these. And the only thing I want to make sure it's not selected is going to be this one. The EMOD Particle Ballistic PB30 UC01. That's the Vanguard Obliterator Object. Just hit Control, click, and you see that everything else here is selected. Alright, go back up here. And the goal is, after you make this into a pack-in, that the origin point is still here, right underneath this last piece. And all the rest of the ones disappear. So I'm going to hit right-click and hit Create Pack-in. J Ramos Works, Ramtech Experimental, Vanguard, Model. Yeah, let's do that. Hit OK. It's like, this was me working on something else back in the day. So, but it's all right. But yeah, so it's a new pack-in for this example. Hit OK. And then what I want here is I want this to be instanced static. All right. Hit OK. And perfect. That's exactly what I want. You have the origin point down here. Because like what happens is if you have an origin point somewhere else, because like a weapon can be positioned on multiple spots, right? On the ship. If you have it in its current orientation and like the origin point is like right here, it will look good on snapping points on top of the ship, but if it's on a corner, like on the bottom, or even one of those like the horizon weapon mounts where it's slanted, it'll be off because it's saying, all right, this origin point's here. Let's move it. Let's move this piece here, but you still have the origin point of Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector, which that attaches, but this one's like off somewhere else. So this is how I'm able to keep everything that's grouped, like everything that I want to place in this pack-in together. So I just created a pack-in and a pack-in. That's exactly what I did right there. But yeah, let's check it out. Right? Oh, no, this we need to set up the rest of the pieces. So, yeah, let's make sure we have everything else set up. So we already created the form, the base form. It's already using the correct J Ramos Works pieces. All right, cool. So the only thing that we need to do is edit the constructible object to select that same form that we just edited. So right now it's set to the correct or the original one. So let's click on that. Let's bring out our base forms that are available to us. And then I'm just going to do a search for J Ramos Works asterisk Vanguard. There. And you want the form, not the weapon. So yeah, especially if you're using the same naming conventions. And we've edited everything else beforehand. So that's it. We're good. Let's hit OK. Hit OK. Hit save. Now let's check it out. Let's go ahead and load it into the game. And let's fast forward. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and modify the ship we have. Go to ship builder. Let's go to our Ramtech Habs. And we have the Ramtech. Ramtech. Wait, did I? Wait, is this? Oh, I think I loaded up an older file. I did. Oops. Anyway, I'll fix that. So yes, Ramtech Habs. We have the Ramtech Experimental Vanguard Obliterated Object. Let's place it in. And there it is. Look at it. Look at that. Love it. So now this should go perfectly here. Control G. Duplicated perfectly. Nice. There we have all four right there. Sweet. Assign it. Ramtech. Love misspelling. But yeah, no. This is great. This is great. I love how this turned out, and we're just using the same, like, existing models and objects in the creation kit. So we're not importing everything else. But someday, I don't know what the timeline going to be like. I don't know how long it will take me to learn, like, Blender and start creating objects that work well and, like, and look good. Because, like, if I imagine, like, just looking at how other mods are out there, right? It's not going to be this clean. It's not going to be this clean. Because it gets the perfect nav mesh, or not the nav mesh, the collision. Perfect collision on these pieces as well. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, like, figuring it out once I get into creating my own 3D objects. But yeah, that was great. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet, everybody. We have to make something else. We're going to make a shield. But yeah, we wanted to check that, make sure that was working. And let's make our shield generator. So save it. We have one more piece to work on. It's going to be the Assurance 3000 or 1800. Assurance 1800. Let's look it up. So CO asterisk assurance. Let's do that as the lookup. So CO asterisk assurance. And there it is. We want the experimental one. So double click on this one. Let's open that up and start renaming it. J Ramos Works. Underscore Ramtech underscore CO shields. I'm going to call this the shield reactor experiment. Or experimental SMC experimental shield reactor. I guess 01. Alright, we go with that. Now for this one, since it's going to have a reactor component, so I'm creating a shield and place it in a reactor. And here, let me just give you a quick, let me open this up real quick. Because, like, this could work because shields are optional. Alright, so let me just bring out these things that I want to show you. This is the PSA I did earlier, right? Because I have my unique individual category tabs, which are good for these following things: habs, equipment, structural pieces, and weapons. But for items that need to be recognized to the ship, like the cockpits, like if you don't have a cockpit, the ship says you have a error in your ship, and the only way it can identify that it is indeed a cockpit is if it's in the cockpit category. I cannot place it in a unique individual category that I've created. All right, so these are items: cockpits, engines, fuel tanks, gravity drives, landing gear, reactors. Shields, yeah, it won't detect it, but guess what? Shields are optional. You don't need to have a shield on your ship to make it fly. All right, so that's why I'm combining the shields and the reactor together. So I mean, I could do shields and reactor, or shields or grav drive, shields or fuel tanks, but yeah, essentially I can only combine it with something else. I mean, I guess it could. Yeah, you should just, like, if you want to have like a dual multi-purpose module, it could only be like 1 to 1, unless you're using a hab that has an equipment piece to it and also has one of these. So that's the thought that I've been having through. Because like I was trying to create a hab and reactor, but I put it into my hab category, and it detected. It said, "Well, I don't see a reactor here. I see a hab." So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, essentially I could do a hab and reactor, but just make sure it's in the reactor category. So yeah, that's my PSA. So I'm putting this not in the shields. I want to put this in a reactor category. Reactor category, ship mod reactor. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. This is required a ship design of 4. Sure, that's fine. Level, no level. Has keyer, that's fine. Hit OK. Create a new form? Yes. Now, let's look up everything that has assurance to it. So it should be SMS. Wait, did we rename it? Oh yeah, I did. Let's do that in the second one, actually. Second window, let's look up SMS asterisk assurance. Or not, SM. Let's do SM asterisk assurance. There it is. So this is what I want. So, okay, it was a C. No wonder. So it's a C. For this one, for the top one, I'll just keep it as J Ramos Works. Asterisk assurance. So that way it will start loading up. And of course, you don't see it. Why don't I see it? Did I misspell J Ramos Works again? Huh. I didn't. I created a new form, right? I did create a new form, right? You do a Ramtech. Oh wait, it doesn't have assurance on it. That's right. I didn't type in assurance. It's experimental now, or shield. Let's do shield. J Ramos Works shield. There we go. What's this one? Oh, that's something else. I remember that. So let's do. Let's do J Ramos Works reactor. There you go. Isolated. Perfect. All right. So we did SMS experimental. Let's go ahead and edit this one. So base form J Ramos Works. You can spell underscore Ramtech underscore SMC experimental shields shields reactor. Great naming convention, Jeremy. 01. Okay, we have all this. We have the model, and yeah, let's hit OK to save it. Create a new form. Yes, it's showing up there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and edit the model. So we're going to right here. So yeah, I had SM insurance loaded up. So it was the same model for 3 different forms. So it was just using the SG1000 because it's the same thing. So let's right click on this and hit duplicate and rename. Duplicate and rename. Hit OK. It created S0 with the 1001. Let's go ahead and rename it by tapping F2. J Ramos Works underscore Ramtech underscore ship smod shield. So this is going to be experimental shields, because I didn't remove that, shields reactor reactor 01. Are you sure? Yeah, confirm that rename. Confirmed. And go back into experimental shields and change the keyword here. The linked form, I mean how the J Ramos works. And experimental shield. Experimental shields reactor. There it is. Cool. Hit OK. Now, what I want to do down here is look up, what is it? Reactor. SM asterisk. Let me just do a general search for reactor. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's one of the Xiang's ones. It's the 8A, the pinch. Experimental. So that's the one I want, but I don't want this one. I want the, yeah, just go ahead and reactor and type in asterisk pinch. Ah, perfect. So this is what I want right here. The SMC, the form. So double click on this, and what I'm going to do is select all this, just shift click, and then copy selected. All right. Then I'm going to go back to my reactor form, the shield reactor, click on this and hit paste. So now I have all the reactor stuff in here. Let's go ahead and modify this a little bit. Shield health. Let's do something cool. 2,000. Max health. 2,000. Ship regen, 25%. Non-combat regen, 50%. Volatile health, don't know what that is. Damage weight shield, no, I'm not sure. Reactor health, okay, that's fine. Spaceship crew rating. Let's make it, this is like a shield and a reactor. Let's make it 5. Maximum available power, 55. Mass, 100, because it's light. It's experimental. Max power 12. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Cool. So we have that. Now let's go ahead and edit our reactor. So I wish I could have made this cooler, but I couldn't figure out a good way to do it. So it opened up the pack-in. Just go ahead and edit in render window. We can close the pack-in. Let's go ahead and save this. Yeah, save the form. And then we have this one, just close out of this one that we just copied from. Now we have this. It's like, what do we do with this? Like, how do I make this special? So in my like very short search, I just said, all right, let's just bring out this solar thing. Solar dome. Solar dome. And I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So just brought it in. Or try to bring it in. Wait, that's not it. It's this one. Is it? Which one is it? That's a snap template. Why does this one? This is transform. Okay. Solar dome is this one. It's like, what are the objects I'm trying to use? All right, bring that over. Boom. Bring it down. Make it smaller. Bring it towards the middle. And we're gonna go to the properties. Just make sure our data, our data is correct. So it's gonna be 0x, 0y. Make sure you hit return. Moves in the middle. And I'm just gonna use Z to drop it down just a little bit. There we go. That's it. Make it bigger. Like a little flower bud. Oh, that's cool. Let's go with that. All right. That's it. Saving it. And then we need to make sure that our list, our form, is now being attached to the constructible object. So let's go to the, let's make sure our form is selected. And this will be the J Ramos Works reactor. Boom. Only a form in there. Oh wait, did I edit? Oh no. Hold on a second, guys. I think I edited the pack-in, the original pack-in. I did. All right. Let me edit this. So what I'm gonna do is just hit Control C. I think that will work, right? That work? Keep this the same. So let's open up this guy. Oh, I had it right. Okay, I do. Okay, we're fine. But wait, why wasn't that seeing it here? Oh, because it's a freaking... That's right. I know why. I freaked myself out, guys. I freaked myself out. Alright. Saving. Let's load up in the game. Loading. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Alright, we're in. Let's edit. This. Let's put in our shield reactor. So go to reactors. It's going to be... I saw it. I think I saw it. No. No. Yes. Oh, I did. I forgot to rename it. Naming conventions. So there it is. There is our Ramtech SG-1800 shield generator, our both reactor and shield at the same time. So I can delete the shield here. I can delete this reactor down here. Perfect. We have our 4 warnings only. That's perfect. Let's bring in our weapons, which is in Ramtech halves. Duplicate that. Boom. Duplicate that. Duplicate. Hey, there we go, everybody. One error. What is it? I forgot to put. I need to assign the weapon. Ramtech. Rename that afterwards. Okay, that's it. So we have our weapon. We're going to use one weapon because we're cool like that. We have our special reactor slash shield generator up here. And we have our cooler looking weapons. Look at that. Oh. Oh. So yeah, our warnings are ship is missing a shield because it doesn't recognize it unless it's in the shield category. So I combine it with reactor. Ship is missing 2 weapons. Yeah, because we're not assigning 2 weapons. Let's go take this bad boy for a test. Let's do it. We haven't done this in a long time, guys. Hold on. Hold on. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's take a tour. Let's take a tour. We're taking a tour, guys. It's not gonna be a long tour. We're just going straight to the cockpit. We're doing this. We're doing this, everybody. Here's our companionway. Here's our another companionway. Here's a nice little window. Here's our control station over here. Move out of the way. Going straight to the cockpit.
Ready to shoot some targets if you want to reassign me, boss.
And let's go ahead and take a seat in the pilot seat and bring out our battle fun music. Hey. Yes. Yes, let's take off. Don't forget, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels. Everything does help out. And don't forget to check out our whole tutorial series, as it does help out, especially if you're learning how to mod for the very first time, getting the creation kit for the very first time. It's a doozy. It's a doozy.
Orbital insertion done. Time to dance among the stars.
All right, getting full set on our engines. All right, let's take this bad boy to Crix, our favorite testing ground. We have some OP weapons ready to set fire on our favorite test subjects. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one place.
So not totally, I mean, it's still way overpowered, but it's not too crazy overpowered like some of the ballistic weapons we've had. But look at that. Oh, look at that. Yes.
Target's shields are down. They've lost ground.
Look how fast that recharges. Awesome. That is awesome. Nice. See the shoot charge speed. So the only thing I didn't notice is how do you change how fast it takes for your shields to start just charging up. Oh, that's pretty fast. Is that like 10 seconds? Oh, I love how it's getting disabled too. That's pretty cool. All right, everybody. Okay, real quick, because I didn't cover this part. You notice how we just added? Did you notice how we just added a bunch of? Wait, how do I do this? Wait, what the? Where? Oh, that's right. There it is. Okay, so notice that how I just was able to just add all like the was it reactor stuff to the shield, right? You can do that for anything. You can do that for anything. So like if I want to make an equipment plate, right? Let me just okay. Like let me look up an equipment plate. So Teo equip node, right? So let me go open up the form for this, which is this one, right? I can take that same thing and paste it in there. So there, now this little equipment plate, right? This little equipment plate right here, this little equipment plate can be a reactor, right? It could be a shield. Like the idea that I had before, like maybe I want to have a reactor attached to Hab and like make that Hab be like, oh, we're working on a reactor, so it has like a bunch of power type stuff or systems that are related to power, or make it look like it's related to power. So there's a lot of cool things you could do with this and modify it, and you might have already seen it in other mods as well. But like, yeah, you could take anything, make it a reactor, make it a shield, make it, or you could decide if you want to create like a weirder weapon, you could do that as well. But that's the whole idea here. You can take anything and apply some stats to it, or you can take already existing objects and try to build something out of that. So I'm actually really proud of that weapon. I'll be honest with you. It's like this is pretty cool. Like what was it called again? Like Vanguard. J. Ramos with Vanguard. So I'm very loaded up. I'm very pleased about this. And here's the other thing, right? What's cool about like those pipes that I looked up? There are different variations of this. So let me see. Take a look at AK pipes, or maybe AK pipe. So let me see. You have a two-way one. Check it out. Oh wait, that's not it. Pipe bracket. This one. So you have like, imagine this. Like now you have a means to create like a double-barreled. Go away, preferences. Close. It's like you have a means to create like, oh, I want to create like a double-barreled weapon, right? You can do that. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like there's even like, I think there's a triple one here too. Triple. So there is like, you can kind of create some new cool stuff just through like combining objects that are already in the creation kit. But yeah, other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. Don't forget that this is part of an entire series. So if you're looking at this video and joining us for the first time, and if you're wanting to learn how to use the creation kit and learn how to mod for the very first time, check out the beginning of this tutorial series. It will get you started, and you'll be able to create your very first mod in about 30 minutes. And then after that, you'll go through a lot of other tutorials to get you more acquainted with the tool and build your skill and knowledge from here on out. You're kind of building with me because I'm learning this for the very first time as well. I think the next iteration of tutorials, like I think I have a few more with this. The next iteration is going to have me learn like Blender, so I can actually import 3D objects in here. So I'm not there yet. There's a few more pieces I want to cover here first before I move into that direction. But other than that, guys, have yourselves an amazing day. We'll see you all next time. Peace out. And sending on the hearts as well. Thank you so much for all love and support as always. Without you, we just wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you again real soon, guys. Peace.
Sunshine in my